I was, yeah.
Okay. He asked me to phone you, and I'm not sure why.
Well, I was just wondering, so this was part of the whole sale of Parkland Crossing, right?
Part of the sale of Parkland Crossing, and was part of the sale was to keep that that fourplex as affordable housing for 20 years.
Oh, okay. And the purchaser agreed to that?
Purchaser, that was part of the purchase agreement. However, the city doesn't seem to want to hold him responsible to keep it affordable housing. And why that is, I don't know. I tried to talk to the city, tried to talk to the justice minister about it, because it's like, really, it's the taxpayers that paid the $425,000 to build that fourplex.
Right.
And it needs to stay affordable housing. Or the guy, and I have the contract, and I would show it to you, or the agreement with the city.
No, I believe you. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's...
So the city should be holding him accountable to keep it affordable. So Marcel Burnett is mobility challenged, so having a ground level apartment, one, is great for him. He has a daughter that goes to school, and the bus comes right to Parkland Crossing, so his daughter doesn't have to go far to get the bus and to come home. For him to find another spot that is affordable for him and his daughter, and to have the bus right there, he can't find another spot that will be like he is now.
No, exactly.
So for him to pay $550 more a month to stay there.
Yeah, it's odd that he agreed to it in the purchase agreement.
That was, and his thing to me when he was talking to us about that to Sean was, well, he said, yeah, I can keep it affordable, but I'll just charge them $200 for parking. I'll just charge them, I'll put in a locker in their house and charge them $150 for that extra storage in their apartment. I'll just do other things to get the rent up.
Oh.
And that's not what affordable housing is all about.
No. So he had no intention of helping the situation. I mean, I've tried to talk to this guy in the past about other issues out there, and he won't get back to me. No. So that's why I'm looking for a little information here. I'm just trying to.
Yes, and and I think when I went to the city about it and said, they said, well, he agrees to put affordable housing in elsewhere. Well, you can't take away affordable housing and say he's going to put more in later. None of the buildings that he's working on currently at Parkland Crossing has any affordable units in them.
Yeah. I think given his track record, I don't know how much his word is worth, quite frankly.
Yeah, and that's true. So why would the city not let him? And I don't care if he wants to charge them more money. My question is, then, if he's going to charge them more money, he needs to pay the city back $425,000 so we can build affordable housing elsewhere.
Right.
If he doesn't want to, if he wants to charge them more, have them pay back the money to the city, and everything's fine. That's what the agreement is all about.
Yeah, but the city doesn't seem interested in going that route, apparently.
No, and that's why I was trying to and I still have calls out to the people who gave the money in the first place was part of Manitoba Housing.
Right.
So Sam from Manitoba Housing here, Samantha Murray.
Murray, yeah.
Yeah. So Samantha Murray, that came out of her budget, basically, that $425,000.
Right.
So they should be asking for it back, because then the city would have to give it back to them so that they could build affordable housing. The whole idea was to get affordable housing in our community.
Yeah. And you did that fantastically. Yeah. Like, those units were great. We're talking about the new modular ones at the front of the property, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the sad part.
Yeah.
And so Marcel's neighbor has moved out already, moved in with their daughter. She moved in with her daughter and her grandkids. The one next to that was already, when they moved in, he had already raised the price on that, and that's why I went to see the city in the first place. Mm-hmm. But anyway, it's very frustrating, Sean, because you work hard to get affordable housing into a community anywhere, and when the city doesn't want to hold it to be affordable for families, that's just really sad in my eyes.
Yeah, and it seems contrary to everything the city talks about internally.
Oh yeah, and you know what the sad thing is, Sean? It's a bigger problem than we think, because I have tried to talk to Bernadette Smith, the Minister for Housing and Homelessness. She won't return my calls. I try to talk to, they all talk about homelessness and affordable housing, but nobody really seems to care much about it. And I hate to say that, but that's what it seems like.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out in my mind right now what kind of role I can play in this. I guess other than we can tell
Marcel's story. Tell his story and how this was built as affordable housing. Why isn't it staying that way?
Yeah,
that would be a great thing, because it gets the public to know about the problem.
Mm-hmm. I'm just wondering if I do that through a news story or through an editorial where I can.
Yes, and I think one of our members of our church, Dick Kirkpatrick, is going to write a letter to the editor that way as well.
Oh, that would be fantastic. We don't get enough input from the public like that.
Yes. So I know he's in the process of writing that too, but Marcel has been reaching out to me for a long time saying, what can we do? And I feared if his story got out and if people knew in the community, I think that would make the city want to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Or I would hope it would help the city want to do something about it.
I can't believe that they don't anyway, right off the hop.
Yes.
Given the need and given what their position publicly has been about it.
Exactly.
I mean, you're baffling me right now a little bit, Wayne, that they're just shrugging this off.
Yes, and it can't be shrugged off. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Okay.
And I've talked to one of the other councillors. I said, did you know that the city did this? Did you know this is happening? And they haven't got back to me ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I said, look into it. Why did the city do this? Anyway.
There is an election coming up this fall.
Yeah, and that's why people need to know.
Yeah, you can force them to talk about it.
Yes, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, I've got Marcel's number, and I don't know, can I refer to you in the agreement that?
Yeah, and I, honestly, Sean, I don't even mind dropping off a copy of the agreement just so you can see that any of the new owners have to take up this agreement and follow it. It says that right in the agreement.
Huh. That's with the funding agreement with Manitoba Housing?
No, with the city of Dauphin.
Oh, with the city, okay.
Yeah, because the city gave us the money. I don't know where they got the money from. I'm sure it was from Manitoba Housing, but that's where it came from.
I think it might have been from some federal program, but anyway, regardless.
Yeah, that's great, Sean. I appreciate that.
Okay, it might take me a couple of weeks to get around,
Oh yeah, that's
all
good.
Of this, so.
You know what? It's good just to get it out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Appreciate that, Sean. Thanks
right.
for doing what you do. It's not easy sometimes.
So, are you still going to meet with Marcel today?
Well, I was only going to meet him. I was going to meet him if you wanted to come and talk to him, and then I was just going to come and help fill in any of the questions that Marcel couldn't answer.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got your general gist on the whole thing, right? So
yeah,
maybe I've got his number. I'll give him a call or drop by and see him. And I can't make it today. That was the whole thing.
No, that's fine. And as I say, if you would like a copy of the agreement, I'd be glad to drop one off at the office.
Well, yeah, if you're going by, for sure.
Okay, that sounds great.
All right, thanks for the call, Wayne.
Yeah, thanks, Sean.
Okay, bye.
Bye.